Hey guys, it's Jaden and welcome back. Today we're talking about Canada's Drag Race episode 2 and let's just get into this. Today's guest host is going to be Jade Hasune, an actor from Shadowhunters, Canadian legend I believe. Great Instagram from what I've seen, very artistic. I don't know who half these people are, so you gotta jog my memory of where I would have seen you. Getting straight into the girls basically this week are challenged to do some heritage remakes, not Canadian. Essentially it's, I believe, commercials that used to come on. Oh, I wrote down exactly what it is. Old commercials from Canada about historical moments, but basically they're dragging it up. Before we get to the maxi challenge this week, we have to talk about that mini challenge, which was basically called, I guess Nut Smacker Audition. These names. Essentially, the girls had to essentially just, do some ballet and then freak the freak out. And the winners are Boa and Anastasia, Anakwe. Happy for them, let's go. They're gonna split up and we're gonna move into teams. You have Team Boa, which is Boa, Jimbo, Priyanka, Ilana Verley, Kine, Scarlett Bobo. Anastasia's is Tayomi, Kiara, Anastasia, Rita Baga, and Lemon. Okay. The challenge, I'll be honest, it's just an acting challenge. Some people did good, some people did bad. That's pretty much it. If I had to judge on who had the better team, I do think Anastasia's overall skit was better, but honestly, when it comes to Drag Race skits, you can't really blame them on the content that is being written for them to basically act out, because it could be shit. So that's basically what the girls are doing, and it was very interesting to watch. I guess them trying to redo the suffrage movements and something about someone who cured STDs. I'm really confused. I don't know if this was a Canadian moment in history or just a worldly history moment, but yeah, that's a heritage moment, I guess, but they were making it heritage. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep on going. Notable mentions. Rue would never run up the girls and scream like that just to do some quick drag. Rue would never. We have to shout out to our lovely Brooklyn Heights, because you know what, she is doing something that I'm surprised. Truly, I am actually really surprised that Brooklyn is really on this show out here hosting. Just to think 2 years ago, 3 years ago, where she was to where she is now, it's a very good trajectory for her, and I'm just happy to see it. Kiara was a theater kid, so I'm expecting to see a lot. And I was expecting to see a lot, and I'll be honest, I don't remember much, and that's not my fault. I was really confused of what was really going on half the time. Only people I really remember from the challenge were Jimbo, because it was obvious, Priyanka, because it was obvious, Lemon. Well, I remember basically Anastasia's team. I don't know what Anastasia was doing, really. I don't really remember anything that happened in Boa's. So, yeah. Sorry, I wish. Tanomi is giving me very BB accent vibes. I know it's very small, very notable. Boa was messing up Alana's name. You know what? Me too. I could not remember or know what it was last week. I just didn't know. I didn't know if it was Alana, Iona. I started thinking it was two I's at one point in time. So no judge on me or Boa. Brooklyn really had the is there something on my face moment with Kine. Not as serious, but it really felt like it with I forgive you. And it's just okay, Kine, you shouldn't have said that, but all right. Let's just get into the looks, because honestly, that's what we're really here for, and it honestly takes the longest time. So, starting off, category is not my first time. Recreating their very first times in drag. Starting off, our first up, Lemon. Okay, Miss Lemon is really serving. I really like this dress. I think this is a drastic, complete 180 to basically last week's In the Box challenge, which I don't think was really, again, her fault. And she did a recreation of it on her Instagram of what it would look like, and I like her recreation so much better. It just wasn't her fault. Those materials were trash. Yeah, I really liked this entire outfit. I think the dress was giving me drama. I think the face is looking gorgeous. I just think like she looks like a completely different person from last week, like completely. Almost didn't recognize her, and I just think she looks so good. She just looks so good. Her makeup was really well done. Uh, yeah, I really like what's happening here. That is Miss Lemon. Next up, we have Rita Baga. All right, I'll be honest, this is serving a lot of camp. Um, I don't know if I necessarily like this. I don't like the shoe. I'm gonna say that right now, straight out the gate. That's a horrible shoe. Um, I've always been weird. This is kind of giving me Crystal vibes from Drag Race UK of like that little ball look that she did, whatever, with the hips on the side, except with, you know, flowers. And I guess she's opening up the sunlight. I don't know if I don't like this material. It's not my favorite look. I think it works. Like her face looks great. I think that is great. I just don't like really everything below, to be honest. It just looks weird. That's all. Yeah, it just looks weird. The shoulders are fine, but whatever this material is of the dress, I'm not really the biggest fan of. Next up is Miss Tainomi Banks. And I'm gonna be honest, I really don't have an opinion on this outfit. I guess compared to what her first time in drag, what it looked like to this, I thought it was a kind of a jump. It didn't seem like it was a really cohesive jump, to be honest. Like it's not like it's a bad look. I think she looks great. I think she looks gorgeous. But yeah, I kind of do agree with the judges about the whole leg stocking situation. Like, I don't really see the point of it. I don't know what she was really going for. Also, this whole entire headpiece is giving me like very medieval times vibes, with a parachute arm, essentially. I just, you know, she looks like a girl who has somewhere to go, and she's about to run into the park. I can't tell. She didn't have a purse, but like, I don't get what gladiator she was going for in this look. That's all. It wasn't for me. That's all. But she looks great though. Next up we have Kiara. It's cute. I get I you know I'll be honest. I'm not feeling this look today. It's giving me reminded me of like very Valentina vibes from like All Stars 4 doing the Ariana Grande lip sync, but I just wish that her hair was bigger. In this situation, yeah, I think that her presentation down the runway was really good though. I really enjoyed that part of it, but the look, the dress itself, I just wish there was either something else, something new, or something bold going on, or that was a different wig on. Also, I'm really confused with why she chose to do like, I guess, a grayish green eyeshadow. It's a little weird. Maybe it's a silver. I'm not entirely sure. But I'm not the biggest fan of this. Wow, we're not hitting a lot of the marks this week. Next up, we have Anastasia Anakwe. I'll be honest, I really like this. It really gave me vibes of like really a good recreation of like her first time in drag, but like elevated. I love a good coiffed hair. I always wonder exactly how people get their hair like that. It's a lot of hairspray, I'm guessing. Her face looks good. Her hairline is really blended in, and it seems like in the pageant way of like the spray paint. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. It just looks like her hairline is really blended in. Like she actually has a hairline. Her face looks so good. Nails on point. The body's there. The dress is good. Like I like this look a lot. I'm here for it. And she has great access. Oh, she did a good job. Shout out to Anastasia, which, pause. Anastasia, oh my God. Wow. So shout out to Miss Anastasia for sharing her story, because like, I was not expecting that. It just, the more she kept talking, the worse it got, until eventually we got to Over the Hump, and I was like, okay. Woo, yikes, guys. Oh my God. I'm happy that she's okay now. It's just sad that in some places in the world that people have to go through so much crap to really just be themselves, or, you know, just to do whatever they want, essentially. I don't think you should ever really infringe on what someone wants to do. I think it's kind of stupid. My point still stands. Yeah, well, there's no point. Yeah, I just think it's really stupid. Yeah, I really think it's just stupid. I don't want anyone to really have to go through that, and it's sad that some people still do. And hopefully that things get better in the future because it's really sad. I know I was looking down the entire time, but like I don't know where to look with this. It's just like really, really, really sad. Back to our looks. Next up, Boa. And I actually like this look a lot. Uh, she was giving me a lot of comedy down the runway. Now that I get who Boa is, like I get it. I like this look a lot. When she was walking down the runway, it just like, ooh, let me show you this. I was like, oh, okay. I like this. I don't know anything else to say. I really do. I like the hair. I like the makeup. I like the overall aesthetic of whatever the heck this bodice swimsuit situation is looking like. I do wish there was like another flare element to it, but like for the most part, I think this is a really good for whatever it was supposed to be. I don't remember what her first time in drag looked like, but I think this looks really good. Next up, we're giving Kind. And I'll be honest, I'm not gonna be kind because, ooh, I didn't like this. I just was like, when they came out the gate and they were like, Ursula, I was like, oh, that's what we're going for, Ursula? And then we saw a first time in drag picture. I was like, oh, okay, I guess. But I just feel like this truly was not the upgrade. I was expecting this to be more of like a gown. I would think that would be more of the execution that you go for, because truly, I wish her hair was like a little bit bigger. I truly just wish her hair was bigger in this. And then when she did turn around, she basically, you saw her skin tone right there. It was like a little weird. It's like, and I was thinking like, couldn't she have like painted that or had someone else like paint that through beforehand? I don't know. Or couldn't she have like worn like a bottom piece or something to really cover that up? I don't know. It just feels like that was something that you totally forgot. I do, I guess I like the pieces themselves. I just don't like the fact of what they look like together on her. That's it. I feel bad because I was really rooting for her this week. It was like, okay, maybe you're gonna get everything together, and it's just sad because I was like, dang, really thought you were like gonna really do something special, and this was it just wasn't up to the level of what we thought we were gonna get. Even the judges were like, oh my gosh, yeah, I kind of like your last look better, which is like kind of a slap in the face, if not anything. Like, it's not kind, it is. Next up, we have Priyanka. Ma'am, you didn't have to come this hard. Like, you did not need to come this hard. I mean, I love this entire situation, and I think what really sold it was really the walk, the presentation itself, because she was walking on the runway so slow that you can like really get into like the details of everything as a whole, and she was just serving this whole leather-esque look or latex, whatever the heck this material is. It is just working for her. And she said, I'm serving today. Nobody's gonna tell me anything different. I mean, yes, I think this is easily one of my most favorite looks of the night. Easily. Like, she just looks so good. And it's just so well put together that it's just like, you expect kind of everyone else to be at the same level, but it's just like, everyone's kind of having a little bit of missteps. And maybe it's the fact of them being in the competition, but like, she's not getting rocked this week. So shout out to Miss Priyanka. Next up, we have Miss Scarlett Bobo. Okay, now, she was really, in my mind, I kept thinking very Trinity the Tuck in some leather. That's what I kept thinking with this hair, because that just feels like a very Trinity the Tuck hair. But then, like, she said, I'm gonna do some fire swallowing. She gave us a talent portion during it. I mean, a talent, we have to stand Miss Scarlett Bobo. And I don't really get her aesthetic yet completely, but for what I'm seeing, I'm really enjoying it. I think her look is gorgeous for what it is. I think it looks drastically different than what her first time in drag was, because that was not the greatest. But like, she looks so good in this. And then the swallowing and the fire, like, shout out to Miss Scarlett Bobo. Next up, we have Ilana Verley. I'll be honest, not the most, everything look, but I get what Alana's vibe is. Ilona, the whole vibe that she's going for, I get it. I like it. It was it felt very like a safe look to me. It didn't seem like it really was it didn't pop as much as I wanted it to, but like it was a safe look. It was her hitting her challenge. That was it. The jacket is great. The inner shirt was good. The platform boot is nice. Like she has elements, and that's what we were asking for here. We're not asking for like bad things. Like she looks presentable, and she's here to slay. So shout out to Ilona Burley. Lastly, but not least, Jimbo. This is the fourth look we have seen from Jimbo, including the promo cast photos. So far, she's the most versatile queen that has come off the entire stage. So far. I mean, she went from looking like some Beetlejuice looking big boot clown to rainbow Mary Poppins in the, with a very southern decadence vibe situation with a hoop skirt to this freakish monster zombie cheerleader. I mean, she was really giving me Last of Us vibes, giving me whole ass Walking Dead vibes. She was serving this presentation. The people who did really well this week in terms of like runway did really well. And I was here for this entire look. I just really wasn't expecting Miss Jimbo to come out here like this. But Jimbo, I don't believe, has social media. So I was trying to see some more Jimbo and I couldn't find any. Anyway, just getting into it. Overall, the girls are basically sitting on stage. I believe the tops I'm really confused on who was top and who was bottom really this week. But I'm pretty sure the bottoms were Boa, Kai, and Tayomi. And the tops were Lemon, I guess Kiara, and I guess Priyanka. Then what am I confused about? That's 6. Okay, never mind. I take that back. I'm not confused. That's what will happen. The winner is Lemon, and Lemon deserved that. I think also just Lemon had her week, and that look is really what sold it for me, because it just looks completely drastically different than what we were looking at last week. And and the bottoms were Kai and Tayomi. Now this lip sync was not it started off really slow, right? Kai was really just like giving you a little bit of giving you some flair and like that. But here's the thing: what Tayomi did, I thought Tayomi was losing at first because it wasn't like clicking, and the camera was really focusing on Kai a lot. It felt. And it just didn't feel like she was really clicking. But then like something happened and Tayomi was like, I'm bringing out a couple more of the stops. And she started implementing like different aspects of dance, which I was really surprised about. She gave us a little bit of the ballad. She gave us a lot of some ballroom, which here's the thing. I had been thinking about this since last week. Like, I really wish that on Drag Race, somebody would really go in and give us full-on ballroom, like give us full-on Vogue, and not just be dipping left and right. And I want full-on like number. And you know what? She didn't give us a full-on number, but she gave us something. She gave us some duck walk. She gave us some hands. We have to be splits and dips. She gave us some splits. So I was like, we're here for whatever the heck that was happening. And then she gave us some freak out. That's what she was really giving us this week. And honestly, we have to stand that. Miss Khan was walking from left to right in a figure 8, basically just, and they were doing it to the song, If You Could Read My Mind. I'll be honest, I don't know this song. This must be a Canadian 80s or 90s or 2000 song. It did not hit the States at all. So I don't know what this was. I wonder if Deborah Cox is going to be this season. You know what? That's not the point. Wait, is Deborah Cox on this season? She better be. She better be. That's all I'm saying. Like, imagine. Canadian legend right there herself. Sad to say, the loser is Kind. She had to go. She had to leave. And yeah. So overall, my vision of this entire show has been I'm enjoying it. Now today's acting challenge, not really the biggest fan, because I was really confused what was happening the entire time. But also, I miss Drag Race being this fast. Or does like Drag Race in Canada just not have commercials? Like, that's also another question. Like, I don't know. So it just feels like it's going by so fast, an hour, and I have to say I stand that also because like 2 hours of Drag Race is kind of a lot now. I'm kind of like, can we stop? So yeah, I don't know. I don't really know who's a front runner. I really don't. I don't feel like there's a really good way to really judge. I think who I'm rooting for, like I said before, everybody black, including Priyanka and Jimbo. Jimbo, yes. I'm gonna add on a special consideration for Miss Scarlett Bobo because I just think that her personality is very infectious, and I'm here for that. I'm here for infectious personalities. I'm here for people who just want fun. But yeah. So that's the end of the episode today. So yeah, anyway, let's have a conversation in the comments. Let's talk about necessarily who would you like to see guest host, essentially, Drag Race Canada, Canada's Drag Race. I would love to sit down and have that conversation right now. I'm really rooting for Miss Deborah Cox. I really would love to see it. Maybe a Stephen Amell. Maybe in the future years. Who else is Canadian? Who I would love to see. Maybe a Ryan Reynolds. Love to see it. So yeah. Yeah, let me know. I really want to talk about it. Like, comment, subscribe. Love to talk to y'all later. I'm going to go. It was nice talking to y'all. Bye.